gigantic show for Paradise Alley Pro Wrestling. Their debut on Fight TV. The biggest show so far this year, pay-per-view. $9.99 Rumble in Paradise is going to be a tremendous show. What a card they have in store for us this week.
Well, I'm going to say this, Professor. It's going to be the debut for Paradise Alley Pro Wrestling. Now,
Yep.
I don't have to explain to the fans the Paradise Alley Pro Wrestling Group. It's 4 men that worked under the guidance of Vincent Kennedy McMahon and in WCW. We know who they are. We know the name on the marquee is Pretty Paul Roma, Mario Mancini, Big Dave Paradise, and Paul Perez. It doesn't get any better than that. And they present Rumble in Paradise. And as you said, Professor, it's going to be live. It's on Fight TV. It's going to be the event of the weekend this Saturday night. And I'm proud to introduce my tag team partner and the debut for Fight TV at Paradise Alley. And that would be one talking Tommy Saban. Tommy, welcome to the program. Give me your thoughts as an insider to PAPW, and maybe we can run through the lineup with the help of the professor. And I'm going to sit back and see what my broadcast partner has to say with perhaps the most memorable historian in this New England Northeast area, Professor Rick Del Santo.
Well, thank you for that intro, Big Daddy. And let me just say to the fans that, this is, like we said, it is a huge event for PAPW. And, a little insight on PAPW, we're a big family, and we love putting on shows for our fans. And Paul Roma, Mario Mancini, Big Dave Paradise, Paul Perez, we are all about the fans. And we love having the kids there. They always have a great time. They're so into it at our shows. And it just shows how incredible. And I mean, I can't even get into it on how awesome PAPW is and how much they've done for their fans, giving the fans what they want. And this is, I am super excited for this show. Much like the fans, but like the opportunities that I'm getting broadcasting this event with the Guardian of Chaos. On Fight TV, it can't get any better than that. The wrestlers that are going to be there. We've got the tag champs, the House of Pain are going to be there. Matthias, the heavyweight champ. You've got the Battle Academy, led by their mentor, Alley Fights champ, Red Lion, Chris Battle. Don't forget MLW star Richard Holiday. And, fan favorite, Dustin Flash Waller, Intercontinental champ, Kylon King. So many more. The list goes on and on. It's an event that you just can't miss. I said earlier the other night, I was talking with Paul Roma and Mario Mancini, and we were telling the fans that, listen, if you got plans this Saturday night, I suggest you cancel them because I've got a much better idea for you. Either get your ass to the JCC in Woodbridge, Connecticut, buy a ticket, get yourself a chair, or better yet, if you want to relax on your couch at home, that's fine. $9.99, that's it. That's all you got to do. Get your popcorn, whatever you want to do, and enjoy a night of pro wrestling. Look, this past weekend was a big weekend for pro wrestling. You had SummerSlam Saturday night, NXT TakeOver on Sunday, but guess what? WWE, their weekend is over. Now, this weekend, it's PAPW's turn to shine bright.
Wow, I think you just did our job for us. It's we still have a whole hour left, but you announced everything that is going to happen.
Well,
this
that's
week.
about it on PWC. Maybe we could wrap it up, Professor. That's why they call him Talking Tommy Saban. He just broke it down, unbelievable. Now, Professor, it's great to be back on PWZ, and again, Tommy's talking about what's going to happen this Saturday night live at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, and that would be Rumble in Paradise. Now, Professor, I'm going to give it over to you. Let's break down the lineup and then maybe we can go into the Rumble itself. Tommy, feel free. After you just blew us away with that opening monologue, I could see why maybe Prodigy, but I think I'm a little partial to Talking Tommy. What do you think, Professor?
I think that's a great one. I think it's a good nickname. As soon as you said it, I said, that's it. That's the name.
I was thinking the same thing.
It just happens, Talking Tommy. Double T, if you will.
Just like that.
Professor, again, I want to give it to you because you are an insider for Paradise Alley. You are there filming the matches. You put it out on the podcast. What you do for Paradise Alley Pro Wrestling is second to none. There's a lot of people out there that are in the broadcast and journalism and podcast industry, in the IWC, if you will. And Professor, what you do for PAPW is valued as an insider. And rumor has it that you may even be a part of the broadcast team in the very near future for Paradise Alley. Your thoughts on the Rumble in Paradise? And I'm going to sit back because I got to hear Talking Tommy and the Professor.
I am looking forward to that. That is true. And, it's going to be a really great show. Matthias takes on Richard Holiday. That's going to be a big match right there for Paradise Alley, the World Heavyweight Championship. Excuse me, gentlemen. That's going to be one of the highlight matches for the entire evening. Right
now,
there. A lot of history there between those two.
There's a ton of history between those two, Professor, and that's very well said. We know that Richard Holiday was the first premier student at Paradise Alley Pro Wrestling. We know that he is a current MLW superstar. We know that he was and still is, if I'm not mistaken, and maybe Talking Tommy can correct me, the Caribbean heavyweight champion, or maybe even the WWC or IWA Puerto Rican champion.
IWA, yep.
See, Talking Tommy, help me out with this one. The main event, Richard Holiday and the Uruguayan sensation, Matthias de Napoli.
This is, forgive me, I might be a little biased here, but this is one of the matches I think I'm most looking forward to. Obviously, the Rumble, what's a Rumble event without a Rumble itself? So I'm super excited for the Rumble. You don't know what to expect, but this is a match because, in my opinion, this could go down as one of the biggest matches in PAPW history. Two of the top talents that PAPW has ever seen. Two good friends. Don't forget that. Matthias and Richard Holiday, yes, they've had their history, but they've put that aside, and they have become great friends. A couple months ago, PAPW fans might remember, they actually teamed up at Friday Night Alley Fights to take on Elijah Six and Sammy Diaz, and they came away victorious. And it's incredible the chemistry that they have built up. So the big question that myself, I'm sure Big Daddy and the Professor could agree, and I think the fans probably want to know, how in the world are these two going to put their friendship aside for the greatest prize in PAPW? That's the big question.